Hello and welcome to the second episode of my fabric mod creation tutorial. In today's video we're going to go into how to make your first item and also a little bit about data generation. Now to get started we're going to open IntelliJ and we're going to create a new package named items. In our new items package we want to create a new class and name that mod items. Now if you set up Git correctly in the last episode you should have this pop up. I'm just going to press don't ask again and add. Now in this class we want to write public static item. Press enter on that and register. In the brackets, we need to write string name. We need a function of item.settings. You need to import that as well. We're going to name that item factory. We then need an item.settings and name that settings. Made a small mistake here. We also need to put comma item in here. Now we're going to need a registry key of type item. We'll call that item key. And that will be equal to registry key dot of registry keys plural dot item and identifier of your main mod class. For me it is tutorial mod dot mod ID comma name. Next you need an item. We'll just call it item and that is equal to item factory dot apply settings dot registry key item key. After that we need registry dot register. In the brackets we need to put registries dot item, then item key and item. Then we just want to return the item. So now our register method is done, which means we can create our first item. So you need a public static item. I'm going to name this adamantite ingot, but you can name this anything you want. We're going to make that equal to register. We need the name, which will be adamantite underscore ingot. Then we need to create a new item and a new item.settings. Now we have a registered items. One thing I've missed is if you go into your main mod class, if there is this symbol, you need to replace that with an underscore and that should fix your mod ID. After you have registered your item, you now need to initialize the class. We're going to do this by making a public static void named initialize. Inside of that, we're going to use our main class dot logger dot info. We're just going to write registering items for... Then we're going to write plus tutorial mod.mod ID. Now, if you come into your main class, in the onInitialize method, we need to run mod items.initialize. One thing I forgot to mention in the last tutorial is if your mod ID has a dash instead of an underscore, you need to replace the dash with an underscore. Now, everything should be working. We should be able to run the Minecraft client and see our item. If you go into your world, you should be able to run /give @s and then your mod ID colon the name of your new item. At the moment, because there is no texture, it will just give you this, but as you can see, it is named item.tutorialmod.adamantite ingot. This means everything is working so far. Now back in IntelliJ, we want to make another package, and we're going to name this DataGen. In the DataGen package, we want to make a class, and we're going to call this mod model provider. We want this to extend the fabric model provider. And if you hover over it and implement methods, now you just need to hover over it again and create the constructor matching super. In generate item models, we want to do item model generator dot register mod items dot adamantite ingot, comma models dot generated. We now need to go into our tutorial mod data generator, and in here we're going to write fabric data generator dot pack. We'll just name this pack, and it is equal to fabric data generator dot create pack. Now we want to write pack dot add provider, and we need to add our mod model provider and put : new. Now what this does is it creates a model for our item. This means we can now add a texture and everything should be working correctly. Now if you open your resources folder and go into assets.tutorialmod, you want to create a new directory, and you want to call this textures, and then within textures you want to create another directory, and we're going to call this item. Now I already have a texture prepared for the adamantite ingot. I'll leave a link in the description if you would like to use this. We're going to drag that over and put that into textures.item. Now finally, under assets.tutorialmod, we want to create another directory, and we're going to call this lang. Within the lang directory, we want to create a file, and we're going to call this en_us.json. Within here, we want to add some squiggly brackets, and we're going to write item dot your mod ID, which for me is tutorial_mod, dot the name of your item. So for me, that is adamantite_ingot. We're going to put a colon here, and then in some more quotation marks, I'm going to write adamantite ingot. What this does is actually gives a name to our item, so it doesn't have this as the item name. Now you want to head up to where it says Minecraft client, and you want to run data generation. This will generate all the data we need on the item. Finally, we'll run the Minecraft client, and our item should be in the game. One thing I forgot to mention is that if you change your mod ID, you need to right click on assets.tutorialmod, go down to rename, and make sure this matches your mod ID. Now, if you run your Minecraft client, you should be able to see your item in game. And here we go. Our adamantite ingot is added with its texture. So I hope this video was helpful for you. Today we went over creating your first item and also data generation. If you need any additional help, make sure to put a comment down below and I will get back to you as fast as possible.